And he's doing the whole bro code thing.
Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark?
Whatever.
This is a story of boy meets girl, but you should know up front, this is not a love story.
What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the non-amazing Lucas and his obsession with Black conservative perspective. He went after him again. And then we're going to talk about all the backlash that Hasan Piker has been receiving for his 9/11 stunts that he's been pulling. It's crazy. Crazy! After that, Asmongold and XQC, they started talking about the downfall of streamers. And it got really interesting. And then we'll talk about this viral story of this nasty woke leftist that did this scam involving Shiloh Hendrix. It was pretty disgusting. But first, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and check and make sure you're still subscribed and notifications are set to all. Hit the hype button, all that good stuff. Drop some comments. All right, let's get into it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, shut up! Shut the f*** up!
The amazing Bottom is still over here crying about Nolan Wells, and I think he's even going to go at Black conservative perspective. Nasty work. Let's check it out.
We still don't know what happened to Nolan Wells. And here's the thing. There are people who are desperately going out of their way to try and make you believe that nothing happened, nothing foul, ever took place, and that he just drowned. And listen, I have no problem accepting that conclusion. If this kid had drowned, so be it. But the problem is, how? How did he drown? Because according to your own account, there was thousands of people there, right? So you're telling me of all these thousands of people, no one saw this person grasping for air or asking help? You're telling me that Nolan, upon him drowning, water entering his lungs, he wasn't trying to scream help or anything? He was just like, oh, well, I guess this is it for me. Is that what you're telling me? So it's not even making any sense. Furthermore, they're saying, well, the reason why he left his phone on the boat was that he was trying to get to this girl.
A teenager who got too drunk, probably was also on drugs.
What?
Stayed behind because he wanted to get some ass. Clearly was not in his right state of mind. And he went out swimming, right? Which is what kids and teenagers do, right? On an island, on a trip. Again, probably drunk, under the influence. Got caught up in a strong current and ended up drowning.
Here's the thing. The girl doesn't even say that. The girl, herself has said, no, this was more of a high and by type of situation.
So you don't want to wipe none of that stuff off your hat? Like at all? You just want to just do a quick run through? Okay. Hey, my bad. That's you. Hey, if you want to just sit there with a bunch of dust and cat hair on your hat, that's fine. But when it comes to what Lucas is saying, fam, people drown all the time. It happens all the time. Like at beaches with thousands of people there or hundreds, whatever. And it still happens. A lifeguard could be there and it still happens. So for him to sit there like, how is this possible? How? Last time I was swimming, I think I was on vacation. It was a few years back. And fam, mind you, I can swim. I almost went out. It was a hard time trying to not float off. The current was very strong. Mind you, I'm a big, strong dude. Once I got to like maybe where the 6 feet was, fam, I almost got dragged into the 9 feet. If it wasn't for me swimming to where the like little ropes were and then pulling myself back to the 5 feet, fam, I would have floated off. And I could swim. Think about that. So yeah, it's not that hard. It happens all the time, Lucas. You making it seem like it's impossible. Someone drowning? How? Today's technology. What are you talking about? It's not the way that works. Yeah, someone can still drown. And you talking about what the girl said. Fam, that doesn't change anything. Lucas is delusional, like fully.
By type of situation. Even so, why would you leave, why would you leave Nolan with his phone on the boat? If you leave your phone on the boat I understand. If you're in the water, you leave your phone on the boat. Got you, right? You don't want your phone to get wet. And just to interrupt for a second, I want to let everyone know of Black.org.
That's a crazy place to put that ad right there. Just in that moment, that's when when you was about to destroy your own point. So he's like, you know what? Let me tell you about this website. Sign up for no, thank you. I'm cool. I'm fine.
You would think that, hey, you know what? Just give me my phone and y'all go. Because there's no way of contact, right? No person, especially who loves Snapchat and documenting everything, is going to leave their phone on the boat. Like, what are we talking about? What they're saying isn't even making any sense, which naturally leads someone who has an IQ above room temperature to suspect foul play. Because no matter what happened, we should have known by now, right? We should have known by now. There should have been somebody who said, hey, this is what's going on. Sheriff's Department hasn't said anything. Autopsy hasn't said anything. We got nothing. All we have is one body. And what kills me is that the Sambo soldiers, you're now seeing why they get paid. You're now seeing why, white America loves their low IQ Black people, because it's simple to give them a narrative and they'll just repeat it like a bunch of seals. They'll never think about it, but they have a narrative, and that's why I call them Sambo soldiers, because they are very militaristic with their defense of BS, with their defense of their white ignorant base, because their white ignorant base is the one that pays them. Damn. We have yet again, Brandon Talmud, Brandon Tantrum, however you want to call this misshapenly individual. He puts out this picture of the kids on the boat, this video on the boat. And I'm like, okay, right. But people are like, oh, it's a bombshell. Oh my God, look, this proves it. Whoa, look at this.
Him going after Black conservative perspective in Officer Tatum within a 2-minute time span is nuts to me. Like, you just hate anyone who's more successful than you and who disagrees with you and who's white or Black that disagrees with you. It's one of the two. He hates them. It's pretty nasty. Lucas, wasn't you the same person going around with audio that didn't really mean nothing and could have been edited and altered? It's almost, this is right here says it all. But if a photo gets shared, you lose your mind. Like, this is the end of your world. You over there having panic attacks. Like, I gotta go and spread hate on Officer Tatum and Black conservative perspective. You're crazy.
Crazy!
Lucas is a straight clown, I'm telling you, bro. That's why I never respect him. He keeps doing things like this.
Bombshell. Oh my God, look, this proves it. Whoa, look at this. And I'm like, the problem with dealing with races is that they're low IQ. The problem with dealing with the ignorant is that they're low IQ. The problem dealing with the Sambo soldiers is that they're low IQ. It doesn't take much to sway them. So all of them are shouting about this picture showing that, hey, Nolan wasn't on the boat. Look, Nolan wasn't on the boat. It proves Nolan wasn't on the boat. And I'm like, yeah, this is a genuine, my understanding from their reaction, what they thought we believed we were going to see. I guess they believed that we were going to see a weekend at Bernie's, where the white kids were holding up Nolan and saying, look, Nolan's fine. Wave to the camera, Nolan. Wave to the camera. See, everything's okay.
Why don't you say hello to the guys over there? How are you, fellas?
Fam, if we're suspecting foul play, right? And in the audio, we're you have people are interpreting it as, hey, Nolan, no, right? Is he dead? Right? They're trying to say, is it dead? But sure, by all means. But the problem is, no one knows. And the evidence seemed to be lacking for all these friends that he had.
Lucas, that's crazy, the way you contradict yourself. If no one knows anything, which is true, we don't know anything, why are you running around pretty much saying that this happened because he was Black and his friends was white and you shouldn't hang out with white people? You pretty much suggesting that this is what should be taught to young black men, which I fully disagree with. And we're only really speaking about this for not only entertainment purposes, but educational purposes as well. But if you really believe, which is the truth, that we don't know nothing, that's the truth, then why have you been carrying on like this for weeks? Why you keep mentioning this trash audio that don't really seem too valid to me, but that's just me. Why you keep using that as an example, but then no one could dare mention a picture. No one could ever do that, according to Lucas. Like I'm telling you, this dude is so disingenuous. It's pretty nasty.
All these friends that he had, for all the cameras, right? For all the people that were there, seems nothing's showing up. Nothing's coming up. Now to them, that just proves that the white kids were innocent. To everyone with an IQ above room temperature who's trying to find the truth, that proves the literal opposite. That proves that there seems to be some type of cover up. When you have hundreds and thousands of people there, no video, no witness testimony, no one's coming forward. The one white kid who came forward to tantrum is, that video is cut up. He's trying to clearly cover up something. You can see that even through the video editing. He was like, well, we were trying to save the boat. You were trying to save the boat and not your best friend? Is that what you're telling me? You don't know where your best friend is at all. You haven't heard from him, but you're more concerned with this boat. And that honestly goes to show you where their mindset is, in 2026. That's why I call it the lineage of evil, because you keep on thinking that you got friends. You don't have any friends, bro. When the ish hits the fan, you come to find out that these people value a boat over your life.
These people, you hear him? The way he talks about white people as a whole is disgusting. I'm telling you, if a white person got on here and put on the dusty hat and then went and got some booger sugar, allegedly, and came on screen, oh my goodness, and just started saying disgusting things about black people as a whole, they probably wouldn't have a channel for long. That wouldn't be a process that would happen continuously, is what I'm saying. This guy's crazy, bro. Lucas is a nasty piece of work. You see what I mean? You see there's this random case to where we don't have any information. Let me use this to attack one group, right? Just one group of people I'm going to keep going after because of the color of their skin. But don't worry. It's not racist. I'm black. Are you? I don't know. There's so much speculation about what Lucas is. But fam, that doesn't make it okay. If you're black, that still makes it racist and still trash and just a nasty thing to do. Right? You put this shield up in front of you and think that's going to protect you from criticism. No, it's not. Lucas has striked channels down. Got people to lose their whole YouTube, their income, all of that because they spoke about him. That dude is a foul individual.
Over your life, okay? I just want people to understand this. But nevertheless, back to the idiocy of what this video or what this picture proves. It doesn't prove anything. We're not expecting to see Nolan on the boat, right? What people are alleging is that there was some foul play involved. So if they saw Nolan or they suspected that he was going through tough times or drowning or whatever, or if he was dead, okay, then why would we expect to see him on the boat? They left him. That's what, logical thinking people would come to. That, hey, no one upon committing a crime is going to have a dead body on the boat. That's not what's going to happen. So what it appears is that they left him. That's what it seems to be the case. They left him. And nobody knows anything. You're getting conflicting stories. That is problematic. But because it's a black kid, nobody cares. Oh, you get over it. We've seen this time and time again. Ahmaud Arbery. The same Sambo soldier, the same tap dancing Negro, Brandon Tantrum, did the same thing. He tried to justify the white men taking this man's life. That's what they did. All of them did. All these black conservatives, that's all they did. That's what they did. It has nothing to do about truth, has nothing to do about justice, has nothing to do with that. Same thing they did with Amber Geiger. They try to run defense on behalf of Amber Geiger.
Who's running defense on that wash machine for your hat? Like, zoom into it. You see all the dust particles? My bad. It's distracting. It's very distracting. But yeah, Lucas, come on, man. You're grifting. You're over swindling. You're trying to get people to race bait and get angry about the color of someone's skin. Yeah, you're definitely nasty. Play the nasty song. We should have played it in the damn intro. Play it right now, though.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
sitting here and spinning this crazy narrative, right, without any full concrete information. Even you just admitted that. And, it's because he was black. He wasn't worth as much as a boat. Like, come on, fam. We got to cut that out. It's nasty, and you're disregarding all the other information that you're receiving. Like, I don't want to see this in videos and what? But some audio gets altered and spread by some random person. You don't know them for nothing. And that's valid. That's the end all be all for information. We should all follow a random person on TikTok. That's what we gonna use. Pictures, smitchers. We don't care about that. Logic? Why would that matter? This is amazing Lucas we're talking about. Logic didn't came and went. Okay, he's going just based off of bogus claims, no information, his lack of evidence and intelligence, and he's just gonna run with it. He gonna run with it like Forrest Gump.
On behalf of Amber Geiger, right? They did everything in their power to try and go into Botham Jean's, history, his back, trying to find anything to vilify him. This is what these people do, okay? So in my honest opinion, if we actually, how do I phrase this? But these people got to go. That's what I would say. I would say they should be deported to the moon.
Word? Oh, that's crazy. Yo. Wow. Like all white people, like as a whole. Oh my gosh. Dr. Umar then messed your brain up. He got you just thinking some craziness. For real? That's your plan? Okay. Yeah, you know someone's bugging out when Homelander's their idol. You know that they're going down a dark path that I don't want to go down. Whoa. Like, fam, who hurt you? Was it some random white woman that you tried to hook up with and she was like, ugh? Is it Candace Owens? Did Candace Owens get you on this path when she turned you down? Is that what did it? You're a sicko either way. Yeah. I think you need therapy. I'm not a doctor or anything. I can't diagnose, but clearly something ain't got me hit my headphone. Something ain't working up there, bro. Like, bless your heart. Bless your heart. I hope that you know what? I'm not even going to be fake. I don't know why I was just about to lie. I was going to wish him the best. Fuck Lucas. I don't like that guy. He tried to get my channel removed. Nope. I don't wish him nothing.
They should be deported to the moon. Okay? That's what I say. All this gang violence, and listen, y'all can't do anything to benefit the collective. You can't do anything to benefit the community? Is that what you're telling me? It just doesn't make any sense because these people are actively harming Black Americans. They're actively harming Black Americans at the behest of a bunch of racists.
That's true. That's true.
It's interesting to see how low IQ these people are. It's fascinating to see the mental gymnastics that they will go to try and get the narrative that they want.
Probably was also on drugs.
Obviously, people are trying to put pieces together. These people have already put it together. They've already put it together. The white kids are innocent. All right. Everyone involved had nothing to do with it. That's what they've already come to. Despite the many inconsistencies, despite that we have no footage, no one's come forward, no one saw him magically. The best friend, upon giving a 2-hour interview, didn't show any sign of emotion. He showed more emotion for his boat than he did his best friend who's no longer with him. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. You know, a lineage of evil. I think it's time for that lineage of evil to go the way of the dinosaur.
That's disgusting, bro. Like white people as a whole, son. Wow. Out of pocket, out of line. I think that Lucas, he needs to be in trouble for what he said. If we're going to do Shiloh Hendricks like that, Lucas, somebody compile that footage up and send it to the same courtroom that did that to Shiloh Hendricks. Because look at this. And then he going to do a video crying about her, though. Nasty.
Shot my dog, I can't stand.
Hasan Piker responds to the backlash that he got for having the 9/11 newspaper on his wall. I don't think he's going to get any kind of consequences from Twitch, though.
Yeah, this was very funny. This was a very funny outrage. Hasan Piker framed the 9/11 front page. This is an enemy of America. It's like, first of all, it's called Never Forget. Okay. Hey, Twitch, you okay with this? I don't mean that to be funny. I'm actually asking, are you actually okay with this? Why would Twitch ban me for having a framed newspaper of 9/12 of the New York Times? That would be fucking insane. It is probably the most singularly important historic event of all of our lifetime. That is insane. Hasan Piker now displays a framed 9/12 newspaper showing the Twin Towers in flames behind him on stream. History enthusiasts when it isn't World War II or the Roman Empire. Yeah, that was really funny. Has the September 12, 2001 New York Times framed on a set. The entire conservative sphere lose their collective minds and try to manufacture outrage over a non-issue that most normal people will be like, yeah, it's a fucking profoundly important historic event. That was a farm operation, manufactured outrage operation that I think kind of fell.
Yeah, it was a historic event, but to have it on your wall as if you're celebrating it seems insane. Like, fam. And then on top of that, with what you said about the event, come on. You're just playing ignorant. Or are you not playing? I don't know. Maybe Hasan Piker is not playing. Maybe they are ignorant to what they're doing. Nah, they're just being disgusted with their actions. I think that's more likely. Yeah, Hasan knows exactly what he's doing. It's him trying to troll conservatives. Like, even just now, he pointed out that conservatives don't like when you're saying disgusting things about 9/11. I don't think nobody likes when you're saying disgusting things about that tragic event, but hey, maybe I'm crazy, right? I'm not woke. That means Hasan has to be right to think there's people cheering him on. They're over there, yeah. All the people that lost loved ones and got affected by it. Ooh, F them. Just keep on talking about it. That's so disgusting. It's foul. It's nasty. He can't sit there and act like he's like better than anyone, especially morally. Hell nah.
But I think, Hasan in particular, part of the reason why he's just such an awful speaker and a messenger for this voice, particularly for college Democrats, one of the things I heard a lot about there was his objection to, this is someone who thinks date rape on college campuses is hilarious and something to be joked about. And it was a message that particularly to young people, it was really helpful to so many of the people who didn't know who he was before,
Oh, he's, this makes sense as to why he's a fucking sex pest in the orbiter. That's not true. Obviously, no. He is using my criticisms of Liberty University, which Fox News has defended over and over again, saying, yeah, this is a sex pestiny mutant talking point. One of those talking points that mutates into something totally ridiculous. Liberty University did a anti-Title 10, created an anti-Title 10 college campus. And my criticism of that turned into Hasan Piker wants white, rich college girls to be date rape. Bullshit. It's completely fucking made up. It is completely made up. Or Title 9. Sorry, not Title 10. I apologize.
No, Hasan definitely said that. That's facts. He's tripping. I don't know how he could just sit there and lie like he breathes. But no, that was you. That was definitely you, Hasan. You definitely was saying that with your nasty self. He always goes too far, and then once it comes time for him to take accountability, why that never happened? Oh, it's all the people that just hate me. It's Destiny fans. It's conservatives. Everybody and their mama's at fault except for him, even though there's clear evidence of him doing exactly what people are accusing him of. Come on, bro. It's the whole Kaya thing all over again. Hasan is allergic to accountability. He will sit there and lie all day. And his supporters, they don't care as long as he keeps on saying those weak, woke talking points. As long as he gets that off, oh, they down with it. As long as he says his extreme opinions, they'll support him through and through. The streamer Burnt Peanut called him out too as well.
Parry this, pussy. Wait, hold on. I gotta do something. Remember about the wet. Place! Hasan, stop! Stop, Hasan!
Don't worry. V,
no, please!
V, it's a sound caller. It's a sound caller. Don't worry.
Oh, it's just a sound caller. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's just a sound caller.
Oh, thank God. It's just a sound caller. Thank God, you dirty dogs. Oh, God. Oh, God. That was a close one.
Just the sound. Just the sound.
Woo, thank goodness. I thought it was something else.
Sound and vibration. That's it. Sound and vibration.
Just a vibration. Yeah, just a little vibration on the neck, bro.
Good.
This.
Water, this is a thirsty work.
That was funny. That was funny as heck, fam. And I'm not even like someone who watches Burnt Peanut, but that was quite hilarious. It's pretty foul what Hasan did to that dog, man. 100%. Everyone knows what he did, but he'll sit there and deny it. It's crazy. Hasan even recently got trolled by some streamers.
Far more communal, if that's the right word for it. Like people,
I think it was just
people would
smaller.
hang out. Like we were all friends with one another. We were all friendly with one another. We were all friends with one another. We collaborate. And then I think somewhere along the line, I think like post COVID, like during COVID, it got so big that people started making real money, like crazy money. Because before that, it was just like Ninja and Tfue and all those guys that got like, $20-30 million or some crazy shit like that. And then everyone else was making a decent amount of money, but it wasn't anything like during COVID. And then I think like it got really cliquey.
Yeah.
And community started like,
It's been a minute, like a long.
that's crazy. So you used to watch us back in the day?
Well, I wouldn't type. I was a lurker.
Okay, so
That's why.
But he'd watch Bruce.
Yeah, I'd watch Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce and
So I
Rage
wasn't-
and
I knew
Dante.
you guys were-
So you never watched my shit?
Hell no. I think I'd rather die,
No,
dude.
yeah, no, I never watched your shit either.
Sorry, that was weird.
Sorry.
That was actually really fun.
Honesty.
That
It's
was
good to be
actually-
honest
Bro, I
sometimes.
did fun
I feel
shit.
like I can be honest with you, bro.
I did fun shit back then.
No, and I bet you did, bro. But I wasn't saying enough to me.
And I bet it was nice.
No,
yeah,
I bet it was cool.
That's funny. I definitely wouldn't be watching Hasan Piker either. If I'm just being honest, that wouldn't be a mission of mine. I wouldn't be sitting here like, yeah, let's watch some more Hasan. Ooh, this gonna be entertaining. Ooh, nah, that I ain't never. I bet you he's always been extremely woke. Well, besides when he was doing the exact opposite on his uncle's platform. He's doing the whole bro code thing.
Come back again next week when we discuss the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark?
Whatever.
That's the PR side. That's the way I see it. Like,
Dude, that's so funny because like half of the people that you guys consider to be PR side are just like demonic.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, come to find out, you know,
It used to be
It's like,
we
I
were-
want to be called something else.
No, so here's the thing. Like I said, we used to be fairly tight knit. Like everybody would hang out with one another. Everyone would collaborate with one another. And it was like, it literally was just like, you know how you go to Austin? It was kind of like that, where people would just like travel to LA and you would have these like crazy assortments that you normally would never get, you know, XQC with Pokimane and someone like myself. And then like cliques started forming, bags started getting bigger. There was a lot of drama and a lot of, you know, accusations, lawsuits, shit like that. And then it just imploded. And people basically, the way I think about it, there's two ways to network, right? Network. You can either collaborate with someone in a positive manner, or you can force a collaboration by calling them out. And I think we went from positive collaborations and, you know, doing fun stuff together to just like people constantly doing drama with one another where they were calling each other out and shit. And that's what ruined the environment.
Yeah, maybe you're the Maya.
Yeah, I'm just like Arky. I have good energy.
So we gonna act like Hasan wasn't out here or still not out here doing drama content, calling out XQC or Asmongold or Destiny or anyone who he doesn't like. He is a drama creator through and through. I don't care if he talks about political things sometimes. What? Yeah, Hasan is delusional, bro. I ain't rocking with it, and it seemed like the two streamers that were there weren't rocking with Hasan either, and I can't blame them. Streamers are talking about what ruined the community with cancel culture and a whole plethora of other things. Let's get into it. First, XQC has something that he wants to get off his chest.
Now, you can blame the people. Okay, you can blame the internet and people for being like it's weird, like, oh my God, you have to be perfect or whatever. But also, you can also blame the streamers for caving into that and trying to be perfect to try to match their energy so that they preach to the choir and so that they can do the whole performative thing to maintain and to gain those viewers. I mean, you can blame both parties. People would play with one another and nobody give a fuck. If you play with somebody, nobody would go, aren't you playing with the guy that said this and did that in 1940? And they would go, oh, ew, I can't be doing none of that. What? Just disgusting, really. People would just play video games together and people would just get together. Nowadays, you have to be part of a certain group, part of a certain thing. You have to make all the right tweets and all the right ideologies to be part of a group. And you know what happens? The reality is that there's no more groups. People don't even play games anymore today together. It's too much of a liability for them to lose their viewers. If they look like they're the bad guy for playing with another
Felix,
bad guy or whatever.
the best streamer
And then
of all time.
people just aren't doing anything together anymore.
Here.
The reality is back then is that if you wanted to, you could play with anybody. You could get a group back then of any of these guys and play like a lobby with any of these guys together.
I do agree. Streamers are fake. So they're going to do whatever they think that the audience wants them to do, including blackballing other streamers and spreading a bunch of false information, ruining their careers, whole plethora of stuff. It's pretty nasty work, right? That's why for me, even though I started off streaming, I prefer to make content. I want to make my videos and just release them. That's it. Right? Treat it like it's a job. Yeah, I have fun. I enjoy making my content and I rock with my supporters heavy, right? But I prefer for majority of my content and work to be pre-made videos. And then I'll live stream on my other channel, BX Beast Boy IRL, from time to time. That's how I want to do things. But I'm authentic. There's not a lot of people that's on that type of time, especially when the money is coming in. They will do whatever the fan base or the audience is telling them to do. And it's unhealthy. It's like some puppeteer type of stuff. But that seems to be the current game for content creation and live streaming. I'm still not going to follow suit. I'll go this slow and steady path. I'll do this content, do my edited videos, entertain the heck out of my supporters. I'll stick to that. Asmongold, he responded.
You know, just bullshit left and right. We pretty much self-imploded.
The reason why that side of Twitch self-imploded is because it's a bunch of weird virtue signaling freaks that care more about sponsorships than friendships, and their entire personalities are fake. A lot of the same people that, would make negative comments or try to, make some kind of social statement. Those are the same people that have laughed at the same racist jokes I've been telling for years. Back in anybody that's been watching for a while, do you remember back in 2021, 2022, when I was one of the only people that was defending people like, Aiden Ross and Kai and, your age was kind of a little bit later, right? But I was one of the only people that was defending them. And the reason why is because I hate these other people. I hate everything that they represent. I hate what they believe. I hate how they act. I hate their communities. I hate everything about them. You defend every shit. Speed too? Yeah, Speed too. Is that exactly? Because I wanted to shift the way that the culture was on streaming. And I thought that having a big streamer that defended them and had their back, I thought that was the way to do it. Because I hate the community that we had. I hated everybody, and not everybody in it, but 90% of people in it. YouTube and Twitch, it's literally it's going from fucking heaven and hell.
Damn. Yeah, he went hard in the paint. He went off. But I pretty much agree. Right. And I do a similar, I guess you could say, small time version of what he does, where I'm defending a bunch of streamers or content creators that are being canceled that I don't think deserve it. Right. I'm never afraid to speak up and let the truth be known. There's a lot of other people that they don't feel the same way, though. They will come out here and just ride the wave, and they'll do it so they could pay their bills. I would rather go and get a job, bro. Quiet as kept. I'm about to go and get a second job. This is one of my jobs. I'm about to go and do something else. Why not? Step my game up.
Ended and everything got bad during the gambling drama. That was the turning point. That was the beginning of the end. Because the gambling drama created two different groups of people. And a lot of people didn't really care a lot about gambling drama, but they would at the same time, they knew that they could farm out points and virtue signal points by saying bad things about gambling. And they weren't entirely wrong. I've criticized gambling a lot myself. But at the same time, the way that they did it was a lot differently than the way that I did it.
You can bring it back at the same time.
It's not coming back, bro. You're all old. Everybody's old. The only people that really have any longevity, I would say at this point, are people that just do gaming. And ironically, people like me and Hasan. Because you age up with even a lot of the W community people, I can't really see them being popular in 10 years. I don't really see that happening unless they totally change their content. Because being goofy and loud and shit like that on stream, that's not something that's appealing to 30-year-olds. The poggers, and it's actually just Twitch in general. Twitch streamers are afraid of their communities. They're afraid of social media more than any other group that I've ever experienced or seen in my life.
That's true. Yo, it is sad. They become a metaphorical slave. They're like robots, like sim characters. I miss playing that game. I might start playing that on live stream occasionally. But anyway, Sims characters, you type it in and they just do whatever the community tells them. I could never do that. I can't. Right? If people don't like me for who I am, then I don't really want supporters like that, honestly. And it doesn't hurt that I have 1,000 YouTube channels. So I'm able to separate my different styles of content. And whenever I'm tired of one thing, I will switch to something else. If I get tired of doing this show, I'll go to one of my other channels and do content on that channel. It's what it is, right? It's not something that's a super big deal to where I'm just I can't type this, delete my channel. That sounds crazy. And I'm also not going to sell my soul and just do whatever random people are telling me to do. You either like me or you don't. If you rock with me and you dig the authenticity, surprise, I said that word without messing up. I'm high. I'm blasted. But anyway, if you rock with me just being real and honest, then it is what it is, and I rock with you. I appreciate you.
I know tons of OnlyFans girls. I know tons of Kick streamers. I know tons of YouTubers. And I know tons of other people that just like make random content on the internet, right? Not a single group is even 10% as emotionally and ideologically captured by the perception of other people than Twitch streamers. Twitch streamers are literally the bottom of the barrel. There is not a worse group of people.
There's no more groups. People don't even play games anymore today.
Exactly. And the result of that is that nobody wants to interact with each other at all because they're afraid that somebody else could be involved that could get them in trouble with people on Twitter. That's the exact reason why. And Twitch streamers care about that in a way that YouTubers don't care about that. And Kick streamers don't care about that. It's really just Twitch streamers that care about it a lot. They're terrified of their own audiences.
I don't want to make no judgments on anybody for what they do, but from my experience of doing content, streaming, as well as making videos, edited content on YouTube, as well as live streaming on Kick, live streaming on Twitch, a plethora of things, Twitter. Yeah, the one that I would rather not use as often as the rest of the other streaming platforms or creation platforms would be Twitch. I just do not like that it goes by the kingmaker system, thus forth creating a pattern of a lot of up and coming content creators thinking that they have to not only copy people, but do whatever the chat tells them to. It creates this horrible system that a lot of people, they fall for the trap. I remember there was this one live streamer years ago, right? When I was getting into live streaming, and it was before I got canceled like 3,000 times for not wanting to call people's phones personally. Yeah, that was a thing. People believe I owe them personal phone calls. And I'm like, huh? Because I make videos and live stream? That's a little too crazy. But anyway, I digress. Around that time, there was this other live streamer that I'm not going to say their name because they are not important at all. But I clicked on to their live stream to see what they was doing, right? I seen some people in there from my chat. Like, let me see. And he was twerking for donations.
Gay!
Like, they would donate like $1 and he would get up, put on a beat, hands on his knees, and he would pop that thing for donations. Like, and I could not believe it. And then I was live streaming not that long or far after that. I live streamed myself like maybe the next day. And there were people donating, telling me that I need to twerk and pop that thing. And I shut that down immediately. Like, yeah, no, I don't do that. I'm never going to do that. Something's wrong with y'all. And he felt the type of way because I refused to do it. Fam, it's like this weird slave mentality where it's like, I gotta do whatever the chat tells me. No. They tell you to bark like a dog, you gonna do it? No. Well, I take suggestions like from supporters that I've definitely seen supporting me for years or for however long. Maybe if I think it fits, if I want to do it. But I'm not going to just do whatever somebody tells me. That sounds crazy.
Crazy! How do you fix that? Well, the way that I fix it is actually really simple. I try to create as unpleasant and as negative of an environment as possible for the people that are, I think, toxic or fake. And anytime that there's something bad that happens with them, I always try to make it worse. Because my goal is to push them out of the community and make them retire or have them lose their audiences or create a culture around hating on them that makes other people not want to associate with them. That's what my goal is. It's pretty simple, actually. Yeah, that's really it. That's crazy. You say it's mean. I know, but like it works. It does. Like, and I try to make things as unpleasant for people as possible. It makes me happy. It's one of the only things it does. I love playing video games, and I love it whenever there's an obnoxious, a fake fuck, somebody I don't like, and I can just make their life just a little bit worse, bro. That'll make my whole day. It'll make my whole day. talking to us. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, like that's really. But I think it happened during gambling. That's really what it was. Gambling is what really divided everybody because people realized they could get social media points for condemning somebody like XQC or Train for gambling. And then it started to split the community. And that's when the virtue signaling and the purity testing began. If it wasn't for the gambling thing, I don't know if it would have happened the same way.
Dang. That was intense. Personally, I would just choose not to want to be around them or associate with them, but to each their own. You know what I mean? He has his way of handling things that I wouldn't do, but hey, his Game of Thrones-ish. Asman is living a different type of lifestyle that I'm not living. But yeah, I would just keep my distance. That's what I think is the best move in that type of situation as a content creator. That's what I'm doing. And I'm growing. I'm doing it slow and steady, but it's moving. You know what I mean? I got my supporters and I rock with them the way they rock with me. So apparently a woke leftist did a scam where he claimed to be Shiloh Hendrix, said, hey, you can't donate money this way, so send it to my PayPal or Cash App. And he collected a bunch of income off of lying about his identity, then came on and gloated about it like an idiot. They're definitely going to get locked up for this.
Through there. Hey, come on. Bring all the comments in. Yes, I'm a black man. Come on in. Got him. My boy said, God. I'm live on X right now. Got him. Hey, hey, hey. You're so mad. You can't do nothing about. Hey, I'm about to use my favorite line. I didn't do nothing.
So you pretty much committed wire fraud, lied, and then went on your live stream and said, hey, here's my face, everybody. Also, let me admit to the crime. Let me just say it to everyone. Hey, yeah, I definitely did scam you. I lied. This is what I really look like. You can find out who I am fairly easily. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? This is one of the dumbest criminals I've ever seen. Why am I still pointing at my face? One of the dumbest criminals I've ever seen in my life. This guy is a nincompoop. Like, you're definitely not a smart criminal. You ain't no Oceans. You ain't Ocean's 11 out here in these streets. You the type that would commit a crime and go, hey, everyone, it was me. You old dog from Menace to Society. You committing crimes and showing everyone the footage. You got the tape. You showing everybody, hey, look, guys, look, give me credit. I need some clout. Everyone praise me. Aren't I woke? Then I do the wokest thing I can do.
Look at all those followers I got. That's crazy. Like, why y'all? Hey, they deserve it. Hey, if you gonna be dumb as shit with your money, you deserve it. Hey, hey, that's on y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Boy, woke up this morning with me, had me a good old breakfast. Courtesy of the white man. You finally did something for me. Yo, got him. Hey, drop my. Oh, you trying to donate to me for scamming the white community? Bro, help me. I want to scam them some more. Hey, look, help me. I need they look. Maple send more bread to me. I like their bread.
Oh yeah, you're definitely a crayon short of the crayon box for sure. You bugging the heck out. Just come on here and admit to everything. You might as well go out and say your name, your address, your phone number. And if you want to contact me to talk to me about this scam, you can hit 445. Like, what is wrong with you? I think Key and Peele have done skits about people this dumb. You're not thinking at all. You wasn't thinking when you did the scam. Why don't you just go get a job? It's almost when the white man finally helped you No one has to help you. Go live your life, pay your bills, but with a job though. Put the fries in the bag. It's that simple. You're going to jail. You over there singing and dancing. Yeah, people gonna be singing and dancing when you get arrested for this. That's for sure.
Ooh. Then after it, look, some dude said, here are $100. Go buy you something nice for yourself. Went and paid my gym membership. Went and picked up a rotisserie chicken. Went and picked up my supplements, my creatine, and my pre-workout. My boy just went ahead and paid for the. Hey, I got you. Went and picked up my supplements, my pre-workout, and everything. You don't see me live? Let me see.
That's right. Make it even easier to find you. Tell them your history of everything you bought in order. Tell them what store you got it from with your simple self. Yeah, this guy deserves any consequence that they get, and I hope they get the most. Make an example. You think this was cute? It was not.